Hello, today I'm going to go through how you do the listing with the B2, that is classification check. It's very little used. I tried to have a go at it myself, but found very precious little information about it. However, I pieced it together with some help, some places on the net. But here we go. In this example, if I do a proof of concept, you're going to list based on countries in this case. So we are going to have on the article, tell for which countries I want to list it, European countries, and automatic listing so that the country code will match the assortment. And for that, I need to use assortment dimensions on the assortments that you configure in IMG under the logistics general, the assortments. On here you can see we have maintain assortment dimensions. For this, I create a dimension called Z1, standard naming convention, and under I put the different countries. I use 2-character ISO code for these European countries. Then you need to assign the assortment dimension to your assortment type. And this one I created on Z assortment type. And then you assign the dimension under the country assortment. Next, we then need to go and create ourselves a characteristics with this country. These are the characteristics to be hanged into a profile, and a profile will put on a measure as category, so you get them on the article. And then transaction CT04. Here I prepared a characteristics called simply country. It's very specific, it's very simple. I did put a description. I didn't put any specific groups here. However, here I put in normal characters since it's a 2-code ISO code I use, so it's 2 characters. I do want to assign multiple assortments to an article, so therefore multiple values. So you can, let's say, assign to Denmark, Norway, and Sweden. So there you go, Scandinavia. And if I add Finland, and Iceland, it would be the Nordic countries. There you got some extra information. Then I also have entry required because I want to force the users to enter these values into the articles, but they cannot save without. Here I got the values. This is characteristic values, and here is the descriptions. Again, 2-code. This needs to be exact match against assortment dimension. If it doesn't match, classification check fails. So that's really what's to say about this. I haven't put any restrictions, so I made a bit open. There, after I create the characteristics, I need to put it into the characteristics profile. Then out of the characteristics profile, I already created one called the same. I call it a country. It's again very easy. Create a profile and you assign the characteristics to it. Here you can see I already did that, and also it says that I have the entry required here. So that needs to be in place. Third, then in transaction WG22, you assign the characteristics profile to your material group or merchandise category. I already did this. So here it lays this country of the assortment. And here you can also see I got the specific values again picked off my characteristics who lays into there. This is an important step. Without this, it won't show up on your article. There. I also got a list for cheating. After that one, I will create the assortment. Then again, assortments listing, assortments, general assortment, and I'll create. I'll create UK assortment there. Then remember to put in your right assortment type, else you won't have the reference. Okay. UK assortment. It's also the assortment category C. 16 being the standard content for the core retail. As you know, we only actually got German and US sites. So then let's just choose the US domestic sales organization for the sites. Distribution channel, what was it in here again? For sales, we put in, and then important listing procedure B2. So you have that by standard. This we don't need. Sorry, it's 90 here. Tick off this one, and here, this is the important part. Here under the assortment dimension, I do put, I wanted to have Great Britain, so I want to have the country assortment GB for this one. Never mind that I was taking our US sites to put behind here, but this is a sandbox with the standard content. Stuff. Atlanta store. That'll do. You get the picture anyway. You will assign your correct one. Then we just save it. Do an update process. Never mind. And that's the assortment created. Remember, it's the assortment dimension is the important part there. Then now I need to create a classification group for this one. This is the part where you really most goes wrong, and it's a bit. You just need to know it in order to do it. Then under the plant, you need to have the group transaction WB70. You need to create this one. I don't need to create it. I already did it. See if it works. Remember. And important, this has to be class type 047 for assortment. Have to be. I just look through so I get the right one. Yeah, class country. There. Here is my class country. I also put a warning check if actually we have the same classification somewhere. I don't want to fail it on it, so I just put a warning for myself. You also have a class group there. I haven't created any class group for this one. I just ran as is. Under here, it's important that on the class group, you also assign the characteristics country in there. I have to do, because here is the same characteristics who is going to be mirrored the one on the article. Of course, that's the important part. Here I also got, as you see, here you can see the class and the characteristics behind it, multiple value, entries required. We go back and save it. After that is the important part. We need to maintain the assignment, this one. And here we assign the assortment in a class. That's transaction WB76. I press enter. I already added the assortment Germany and I added the assortment US. And now I will create a new assortment to United Kingdom. In here, you need to then assign the assortment. For choose class, you're going to screw it up for yourself. I do assortment. Here you can see my assortment was UK. Comes up. I add it. And beware, this is an important step. You have to put in what is the value it will match it with here. And of course, was the value GB, Great Britain, I had in here. There. And then I save it. And from that one, I will have to create the article using a merchandise category. I do have an article in here. It's the article already cheated. I created 172. I open it and I go on the classification. And here you can see I have a country specific classification ready. And in this one, I also create GB I have to because I put it as required entry, and here we go. Okay, of course, I need to run now. From this one, you can go to list product. Go to my product 722 and do listing. I can do a similar check. Of course, this is I have a hell of a lot of entries here because it's standard content. You can see we have no failures here because all these merchandise categories does not have dimension check. That means they're included because the listing is very liberal. If there's no assortment dimension, it doesn't match. Sorry for half of my US audience by using the swear word liberal. But here you go. I do have assortment dimension DE, no US for the US, and I have the assortment dimension DE for the Germany. And here you can see I get the items. You don't. You can see the proof of concept. And my UK assortment has none because here is a match GB against GB. There is a match GB against none, nothing, and then it just accepted. So there you go. There's the proof of the concept. Okay, thank you, folks. I hope this was useful. And that was